What's up, young'uns? Welcome to the third week of school. Monday, August 24th, 2020. We have been looking at how to read music notes, where the pitches on the staff, whether it's an A, B, C, D, E, F, or G, half steps and whole steps, flats and sharps, identifying keys, etc., etc. For this week, we're going to look at rhythms, how rhythms fit in the picture, and we're going to work on that a little bit. Then next week, the fourth week, we'll start branching off and going some other directions. Handbells will do one thing, vocal choirs will do another. We talked about on our treble clef here, on the staff, the time signature, which goes right here, as you know, and if it's no sharps or flats, the key of what? So you've been paying attention, key of C is correct. One sharp would be the key of G, two sharps would be the key of D, and I want to show you this one, and that's all we're going to talk about, key signatures right now, because that's not our point. This is remember we talked about that would be the note F. What sits above F is a G. I mentioned that in a previous video. That sharp is on a G. So what comes after G in the musical alphabet? I may have explained this last week, but just in case, what comes after G? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's the end of the musical alphabet. So what's next? It's A. So this is the key of A. Okay, so I want to make sure we're clear about that. Now, after the key signature, and I'm just going to put one sharp here so we'll see that key signature, then comes the time signature. Just like your name, your signature tells you people who signed a document. The key signature tells us what key we're in. The time signature tells us something about the rhythm. And the most common we have in music is 4/4 time. So I'm going to explain to you the top and bottom numbers and what they mean. And I will want you to know that, but that's not what we're going to focus on right now. So we'll come back to that possibly at another time. But the top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. Now, I'm going to write down here so I have a clear writing space. So from here to here, this area is called a measure. From here to the next bar line, it's a bar line. To the next bar line is a measure. From here to here is a measure. That's how that works. So this tells us how many beats each measure gets. And it'll get exactly that many beats. So in 4/4 time, there are 4 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be a 6 up here. If the composer wanted it to be, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be a 3. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. You can even have odd numbers. It doesn't happen very often. Some composers I've sung music with in 5/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what the top number tells us. How many beats are in each measure? So we're going to go back to our 4/4, which is the most common time. By the way, sometimes, since that is a common time, you will see in the key signature, in the time signature, you'll have a C, and that just means common time, which is the same as 4/4. You do see that some in music. Now, the bottom number tells us, and I'm going to put, erase that and put this here. The bottom number tells us what kind of note is equal to 1 beat. So if there are 4 beats in a measure, you need to know what kind of note is equal to 1, because that can change. This number on the bottom can change. We're not going to discuss that a lot right now because most of the time it's going to be a 4. Occasionally it'll be an 8. Sometimes it'll be a 2. But Most of some pieces we're going to be dealing with are going to be 4. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. I do want you to understand, though, that can change. And I see it, especially in handbells, seems like we see it a little bit more. So in this case, that's a 4. Now I want you to think about a 4 as being 1/4. What's another word for 1/4? It's a coin. We call a coin by this name. See if I have one. A quarter. The reason we call it a quarter is it's 1/4 of a dollar. So think about that 4 as 1/4. So that means a quarter note is equal to 1 beat. If it was a 2, I want you to think about that as 1/2. That would mean a half note would get 1 beat. I'm going to explain this in tomorrow's video. If it was an 8, think about it as 1/8. And that would mean an eighth note would be equal to 1. Okay? So, having said that, that's today's lesson. I'm going to give you a little quiz. And it's going to, instead of writing an assignment and sending it to me in a doc, you're just going to answer this quiz for the word that I want you to know today. That word will be, maybe a phrase, peanut butter and jelly. It's got nothing to do with music. I want to know if you watch this video. So peanut butter and jelly. That's pretty much it. So tomorrow, Tuesday, we will look at the value of the various notes, what a half note is, quarter note, etc. All right. If you need anything, let me know. Don't forget about our class meetings this week. All right, bye.